How are you? Hope you're doing well today. Welcome to my YouTube channel. You all know who I am. Don't have to introduce myself. Probably for the new subscribers and the new viewers, I am T. Thank you for coming. For my old viewers and my old subscribers, once again, thank you so much for coming back. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Okay, let's get straight to it. In today's video, I would like to share with you the challenges that single moms faces, or the challenges in brackets that I face as a single mother. As you all know, that I am a single mom of my daughter, Jamila, and it's been a very hard and rocky way. It hasn't been easy. There are so many challenges that we face as single mothers, and sometimes people don't understand. People will never understand how you go through the day, how you manage to send kids to school, how you manage to even put food on the table for these kids. It's not easy. And having said that, it doesn't mean that everyone is facing the same challenges. That's why I'm here to talk about my own experience, because somebody else will have a different experience. Probably they're not having it hard, or they're not having it as hard as I am having it, or as hard as I had it previously. To the point where I am right now. I also have another child besides my daughter, Jamila. That's my late sister's son that I've been looking after since he was in primary school. He actually completed his matric. All right. So which means that as a single mom, I've got 2 kids that I look after. It's been difficult, guys. It's been hard. But there's a God up there. He's been with me. He's been holding my hand. He's been giving me the strength. And I cannot say that the kids have slept hungry. I cannot say that there is a day when the kids were chased from school because they did not pay school fees. So with that, we have to give thanks to the Almighty, because He's working overtime to make sure that us as single mothers, we're actually able to feed our families. How do I actually get to the point of being the sole provider? Though Jamila has got a father, let's just leave my nephew, on one side. Sometimes, after she was born, a couple of months after she was born, I would say that yes, I don't want to take that away from the father. Couple of months down, he did give some upkeep money for the child. Obviously, I won't disclose how much it was, but it was something, because it actually helped me with the baby. She was still a baby, and we were looking at formulas, we were looking at the nanny, we were looking at clothing, we were looking at a whole lot of things, because when a child is a baby, that's the time where the child is more expensive, because there are a lot of things that the child requires. And remember as well, another thing that I also have to pick on is, another challenge that we also face is, you don't get to enjoy the time with your baby. You don't get to spend the time that most mothers would spend with their kids, because you have to rush back to work. You don't have any financial support. So what that means is, you're going to leave that baby when the baby's still at the time where he or she needs you to go to work, so that you can have some money to help out with the same baby. So I had to leave my child when she was 2 months to bring in a nanny, because now as well, the nanny needs to be paid. So it's actually, I think this is actually the biggest challenges that most single mothers faces when it comes to finances, because you're caught in the middle of being with your child and financially you need to go back to work. So go back to our topic. I left my child at 2 months old. I think the advantage that I actually had when it comes to formula was my child never wanted formula. She refused formula. I only bought one and she did not even finish it. So I used to extract milk. So at least for me, financially, it really helped me a lot. And then another thing as well was I was making food for my child. I did not buy ready-made foods, which are quite expensive. So I'll just go buy vegetables and fruits and everything. Then I'll make my own food for the child. And then I'll buy those bottles and I'll pack the food in for the child and stock it up for the nanny. So it also helped me financially, because then I think I did cut on my expenses when it comes to food and when it comes to milk. But don't forget that we still have a nanny who needs to be paid quite well, because you want this person to look after your child very well, because this child is still fragile. So it's basically the money that he was giving me at the time was not even enough to cover all these expenses. But I was being appreciative because it was doing something. I wasn't really worrying too much, because I knew that she's not going to sleep hungry, because there is that money that was coming in. Then it got to a point where this month you get the money, the following month, oh no, a phone call comes or text comes and says, you know what, oh no, I cannot afford to give you the money and blah, 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 blah. Then you're like, okay, fine, probably it's just for this month. Then, ouch, the following month again, the text comes, I came to a very difficult decision, ladies and gentlemen. It was the hardest decision that I had to make, because I wanted peace. Excuse me. Because remember, I'm not having peace like towards every month, because right now I don't know whether the money is coming. I don't know whether to budget it in or to just work on what I have, because I only come to know on the day that I'm not getting the money or I'm getting the money. So I took this very difficult decision to say no. God wouldn't give me this child for me not to be able to look after her, with or without anybody helping me. So for my peace, for my sanity, for the sanity of the child, because if the mother is not happy, the child is not happy, I decided to let go. I decided to tell him that I don't want that money anymore. And I gave him the reasons why. Because I was tired of the stresses. I was tired of fighting with him. I was tired, guys. So I stopped him. He did not argue. He was very happy. He was very happy. He did not even argue with me to say, oh no, I have to look after my child and what. No, it was okay. And he stopped, and that was the end of it. I never got any cent from him after that. I don't know, you men out there, you can tell me, what would you have done? Because when I approached, I didn't approach in a wrong way. I was like, listen, this thing is stressing me out, because 1 month you've got, 2 months, 3 months you can't give me. So you'd rather just not. But I would think that a responsible father would have argued with me and say, no, I'll do better. I'll do better for my child. But I didn't get that. I did not get that. So from that time, the entire burden became mine. Everything relating to my child became my responsibility. Whether the child is sick, whether the child does not have food, the diapers, the clothes, it was on me. And I wasn't earning that much to say, oh no, I'm okay, because I still have other responsibilities besides her. I still have my nephew's responsibility. I still have my responsibility, where we needed rent money, we needed electricity, we needed other expenses had to be catered for. So it's like, when I tell you that it's not easy, I mean every word. I mean every word. But how you get by, I would say God first. I will tell you that if you put God first in everything that you do, He carries your load. He carries all the burdens that you have. And especially for us single mothers, because remember, you're at work, you want to express the milk, this other one is going to school, there's a meeting at school, everything is on you. And I will say, guys, before I was a single mother, I never understood how the single mother thing works. I really, really never understood it. But right now, I say big up to you. I respect every single mother because they go through damn hell, guys. Sleepless nights alone. Because remember, you don't make a child alone. But a person goes somewhere and they do their things, everything is fine, they leave you to it. You become the mother, become the father, financially, physically, everything. Everything. Sometimes you can't sleep, the child is sick. You got no one to tell. It's all on you. And remember, the following day you still have to go to work. Because if you don't go to work, and then what? And then who's going to pay the rent? Who's going to put the food on the table? Because everything. So you have to cut yourself into 1,000 pieces to be able to sustain a home. I salute you, single mothers. I salute every single mother in this world. It is not easy. And it can never be easy. So guys, I'm not going to make this video very long. But to all the single mothers out there, please tell me, how do you manage? Because up until today, I don't have a formula. I cannot say I have managed, I've done it all, I'm good where I am right now as a single mother. Yes, I'm proud. Yes, I'm very proud that I managed to do the things that I do that other men out there cannot be able to do. I'm very proud. But you get drained, you're a human being. You get finished, you get frustrated sometimes. You got no one to tell. The road is not easy. It's very thorny. But nevertheless, we are walking it. That's why I say you have to have God first. Because for you to be able to walk on that thorny road, it's because He's holding your hand, He's pulling you, say, child, come. You can overcome this. Because at the end of the day, there's so many kids out there that completed whatever they wanted to complete in life, but coming from single homes with single parents, single moms. I'm not saying there are no single dads out there, but I think the burden is more on the single mothers than it is on the single fathers. That's my opinion. I'm not a single father. I don't know what they go through, but I know what single mothers go through because I am one. So I'm speaking for single mothers today. I'm raising a flag for single mothers today. Guys, you are strong. Guys, keep up the work. Please. Don't get tired. You'll be rewarded. It's actually God who's rewarding you every day. And remember, African people, they can relate. Like text. Besides those kids, you still have to support other family members, siblings. So tell me, if you can do that, what stops you from standing up and saying, you know what? I am so proud of myself. Because I do that. I'm very, very proud of myself, like for real. I mean, I haven't accomplished anything that, is out of this world. But I feel as a single mom what I've done. Some homes that got mother and father, they didn't even do that. They haven't even gone to that point. So ladies, let's give to us, single mothers. Let's love ourselves. Let's respect ourselves. Then everybody else is going to respect us for who we are. we are single mothers. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please leave a comment. I want to know how single mothers out there are managing with the challenges that we're facing, especially with this pandemic. Please leave a comment below. Let's share, let's hear, let's help each other. Single mothers, even, everyone, you can help us, on ways that we can be able to sustain our families. It's difficult out here. It's very, very difficult. It's not easy. So guys, love you always. Ta-da!